It is. What's the date today? 4/16. Technically 2 weeks away from practice.
I'm going to be that fuddy-duddy. It's not going to happen.
Probably not.
Weather's
Oh,
gonna
I was going to say weather permitting. Right now it's cold. Most tracks are canceling because of cold or rain. So, oh man, my wife Sarah, sister Ashley, and Corey. Of course, you know. So, I didn't vlog the last couple weeks. It has been extremely busy. It's actually like 5 o'clock already, and we've been here since 1. But we've had a lot going on. Dad had to run out and unfortunately had to go get his body from our regular vinyl guy, Kyle. Kyle unfortunately has a lot on his plate. Father got sick. He also works full time. So this is a side gig. And unfortunately, it sounds like he has customers that if it was me, I would be putting up with. And that's just me. So we unfortunately had to pull the plug on having him work on Dad's vinyl. He does great work. And I will definitely tell anyone, go to him. But unfortunately, we're down to crunch time. And
Yep, we got people we need to show off.
yeah, we got, so you saw in an earlier video, we picked up my daughter's car from Buzzy, or body from Buzzy. So we're gonna take it up to Buzzy. Buzzy's never done a full wrap, so he's gonna give it the old college try, he says. So, and yeah, I'm gonna guess Dad, old man here, retires in 2 weeks. And then I think he's gonna take a day trip after that, run it up north.
That first day, I have dinner plans.
Well, I'm not saying right away on the first day.
That's kind of what he said.
No, that's not what I'm meaning. Jeez. But anyways, so we are busy. As you see, Corey is 2 weeks away. I would like to scale next weekend. But if we don't for his daughter, we will do it sometime during the week. You may ask yourself, why has it been busy? And you've been watching the progression of us building our 4 cart stands, which are complete.
Done.
Besides painting.
them. Eventually, it's gonna get up. Mine's gonna get up and powder coated, but that's gonna be next winter. So as you see, we have 1, 2, 3, and I don't know where the 4th one is.
I wonder if Greg took it.
Greg took it home. Okay,
He tried painting it.
so we built 4 of them, and it was busy. So that's partially what's been taking up our time. We've also, basically, I'm building a custom cart right now, so that takes time.
Some dad more stuff.
Corey has put so much time into helping me. I literally today said, no more, go work on your go-kart for your daughter. So he was very hesitant, didn't want to, but I pulled the big brother card, Dad pulled the father card and said, get to getting.
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
So, let's see what's going on right now. Dad just got back a little bit ago. He is currently going to play around with his new tire tool he bought.
Easiest thing I've ever done to mount a tire.
Did it work?
Hell yeah.
I've only dismounted when I sold those Vega tires.
Easiest thing.
Sweet.
Unbelievable. Throw the tire on upside down, pop it on the first time. You get your fold underneath. You take this tool. When everything is all said and done. You set that on the tire, you push it down, and you ring it around, and it mounts the tire.
So no more using screwdrivers.
I haven't used this end of it yet.
Dismounting was not hard.
It's got to be.
Dismounting was on it. Now I did Vegas, which was a pretty stiff sty wall, but they actually weren't too bad. What? Video of that. So that's our newest addition. Our second newest addition, we told you we were selling our resurfacer. We have our new resurfacer. Only difference is variable speed. And you ask, why variable speed? Why?
Why variable speed?
Why variable speed?
Why?
Corey, eventually, him and Dad have done some talking, but we will be adding a wrap holder on here.
So we can wrap the tires.
So you literally turn it to the lowest setting, and you can go from 0 to 450. And about 400 is where you normally resurface tires. We're gonna get it to where it just starts to spin. Grab your wrap, let it spin, and let it roll around the tire. Run around about 2 wraps and slice. Yep. Makes a one-person job.
One-person job.
So actually the guy we bought our go-kart from for Leona actually purchased that from us. So we got our new one here. So that's 2 new tools. So I got just a lot of small stuff on that one to button up. And then it's body. And I'm hoping to have her running around in a parking lot next weekend for a few minutes.
All right,
Before she, or at least pushing her, but I think she'll be all right. So, but then she'll hit the track, weather permitting. The Momo and Daddy will not be practicing that weekend. We're just going to concentrate on them for the World of Outlaw show.
It's too well, maybe right there, but
Yeah.
we could try it right back there, but I want to get some footage of her. So.
Yeah, we've already had. I think Sarah's aunt was saying your cousin take some video of her racing. So, I will 100% say I don't know how much she'll be in the vlog. She might just be kind of some highlights in the vlog.
Just got to pull it back down.
But her actual race footage will get put on our point of view channel we have. So as you see, she's getting close, and Corey's starting to get some stuff. He redid her bumper. Her front bumper got bent from her last wreck. So Corey got that, so now it can mount up on the cart. The ladies, basically you and Autumn, sanded the sidebars and the rear bumper, and Sarah's.
I learned how to spray paint.
She's never sprayed.
I should say I learned. It's not that difficult.
But she's
it's
never.
the first time spray paint.
Never spray painted in her life before.
Yeah.
And I guess I take that stuff for granted because I used to do it when I was a kid. I mean, but so it kind of blew my mind.
I mean, I never grew up around any of this type
Not
of
that,
stuff.
no.
I-
You're married into it.
I grew up taking violin lessons when I was 5, so
Yeah, you weren't out spray
a little
painting,
different life.
bodies, and
Being dirty.
so.
Staying up till midnight, 2 o'clock.
True that. She's married into it. We're deep into it now.
Yeah.
I think she already knows. Oh no, what are we gonna do when the? She already told me I gotta wait till the boys to be out of daycare, because we can't afford daycare and raising 3 kids. The struggle's real. Struggle's real.
I mean, unless somebody else wants to pay your daycare bills or pay for the.
Is there a sponsor out there? Maybe we can get a sponsor. Children's Treehouse sponsor us.
Probably not.
Knock X amount of money off. Get a free week. Put the name on the cart.
We need a little more than 1 free week.
Just give them a proposal. Let's see.
I never know. What's up, everyone? It is Tuesday. I just got done with work. It's like 1:20ish in the afternoon. Tuesday, the 19th of April. But you wonder why am I here? Well, like I stated, a lot of stuff. It was a crazy Saturday dealing with kids. I didn't get as far as I wanted to with my daughter's kart, and my goal is to have her driving it this weekend. Because actually in about a week, little over a week and a half, we're technically supposed to be at the racetrack practicing. And I want to get her a little acclimated before I throw her out on the track. Few things I want to, one, make sure the pedals are working good for her. If I have to do any adjustments, if I have to do anything different with her seat setup, I'll have to do that. I want to be able to test it prior to taking it to testing. Make sure the engine works good. Make sure she's comfortable with the engine. She's never raced a go-kart before. She's been around them. She sits in them, shows the interest, but you never know. I might put her in this thing, and she might go, no, and that's fine. I'm not going to be that parent trying to push her. I'll encourage her And let's just say for some odd reason I get her in this thing and it doesn't work out. You know what? We'll revisit it in a few weeks then. We'll revisit it in a month. Because I'm not going to push something into what she doesn't want to do. She shows the interest, but you never know once you start feeling the rumble of the engine and have to deal with this stuff. I actually don't think she's going to have a problem, but you just never know. And as a parent, I'm trying to prepare for everything. So I'm going to, which I could right now here, I want to put about an hour or so work in. So this will probably be a little shorter video, but I want to get some stuff done. So my goal is, like I said, to get her driving it this coming Saturday, but I just don't have a body mounted on it yet. So I want to finish up all these little stuff I have going on. I still need to get the bolts and tighten down the bumper. I don't want to use the old ones I got. I have to actually drill some holes in the frame here and get some mounts for the sidebars. Also lock down these. Excuse me. Corey, of course, built me a brace for our nose just like he did for his. So I got to bolt that into position. I painted it last weekend. So little stuff like that. I'm not a fan of having a lot of threads sticking out, and this is just me working in the industry for over 20 years. It's my OCD. So I want to switch out these bolts with a little bit different fitting. I want to switch out the bolts here. I don't like how long it is. I don't want that to hit my daughter's leg if I can avoid it. So I'm going to put a shorter bolt in with a pin. Because clearly you can see it's about a 1/2 inch too long. You don't need that much thread sticking out. So yeah, and again, I haven't even started the engine yet. You saw in the video, hooked up the throttle line. Originally, I bought a dragon skin clutch with this engine. And I got to thinking, I already have Hillard Inferno Flame clutches. We run on all the 206s, except for Corey this year. He wants to run a bully on his 206 at Mississippi Thunder because we have an open clutch rule there. But whenever he runs, let's say Eagles Nest and Rice Lake, I'll have a Hillard to throw back on there because you have to run a shoe clutch. And technically, Mississippi Thunder should be running a shoe-only clutch. But this is what the owner wants. If it was my opinion, I really don't. Okay, so if we were going to have two different 206 divisions, a 206 Pro division, open clutch, open air filter, I'd even open up the tire rule, allow us to run a couple of different compounds if I was going to do that, if it was me. And then I would implement a 206 non-pro division, which would be your starting position like we have been talking about. We don't have that, but that's something I would consider. And in that case, then I would restrict everyone's got to be on a shoe style drum clutch. You have to run the 206, and I don't have any out here. The little filters, which you're supposed to run on a 206 engine. That would be implemented. And then I would also keep the current spec tire rule or change according to what the drivers want. But that's just me. So Corey goes, I want to do that. And I said, that's fine. We got the bully clutch. We actually got 3 of them. That I got 2 for my buyout. And we got one with the cart when my dad bought his first Minicon. So I have them. And it's not like we're going out spending $1,000 on clutches because we won't do that. So, but back to what I was saying. So I bought my daughter the same clutch we run. I'm going to get rid of the dragon skin. I bought her a Hillard Inferno Flame style clutch too. I like how they work. They're easy to tune, easy to work with. But why should I have 3 different style clutches? Stupid in my opinion. Bully, Inferno Flame. So I'm going to run her on the same exact clutch that the boys run. I'm going to get rid of that dragon skin clutch. Or I might keep it in my back pocket for a rainy day. You never know. But if someone wants for the right price, it'll get let go. So, but I currently actually got Corey's Inferno Flame on there because I set Leona's up, but I'm having him weld the gear to the drum, because we have to run a 12-tooth 70 rear gear. So he's currently got that, taking it to work with him. So I got his on there so I can mock up where I want the engine, the chain, all that goodness. So that was my mock-up. So that'll have to get changed so I can fire up the motor, but that'll be, I'm hoping, Friday. Because like I said, Saturday we're hoping to take Leona. And then if there's any changes I have to make, they'll get changed on Sunday is my plan. If I have to do anything with the belts, speaking of belts, that's one thing Leona was complaining that the center crotch belt right here was digging in her leg. So I'm actually going to loosen it up just a little bit so it has a little bit of free movement. Back in my day when I raced my stock car, I didn't wear them tight. And I've also been just in my mind, I believe I've got the angle pretty close to what it should be. When she sits in the cart, she looks great. But after a few minutes, she starts to slump over. And if you can't really see it, but then the head goes forward. I think part of it is just she's young and doesn't have the muscle development quite yet. And she's never done this before. But if there is any issues, do I got to change the angle of the seat? Do I got to change something? That gives me Sunday to change it, and then I want to be done. I want this cart done and ready to take the following weekend to the track, and then we can start concentrating on the rest, because Greg's cart's pretty close. Dad was getting his tires all ready, so Greg's just got a couple minor things to finish on it. Ashley's got to put the decals on it, and I'm going to be scaling him this weekend, along with scaling Autumn this weekend. And as you can see, they started mounting her seat. They did mount her seat. Well, what the heck? I'm walking into this just like you, everyone. So they got her seat mounted the other night. Heck yeah. So I'll be scaling her. I'll be scaling Leona, and I'll be scaling Greg. I've also got Cooper Heights, who I was supposed to scale the following weekend, but I got sick. I didn't want to get him sick. He's swinging on in. We're going to throw him on the scales. Then a few days later on Tuesday, I got a buddy of mine that I'm scaling on Tuesday night. And then at some point, we need to load up the trailers. So it's busy. So you have heard me talking for 10 minutes here, and I didn't plan to talk this long, but when I get going, I have a hard time stopping. So I'm going to go put you down. I'll throw a time lapse on. We'll put some music on. You can watch me work for a little bit. Like I said, I don't plan on being here long, maybe about an hour, so the video isn't going to be extremely long, which you guys probably will like that, huh? Yeah. So you're going to watch me do some minor stuff, get some holes drilled, bolts installed, do some final checkups. So I'll be back in a little bit. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Thought I'd give you a quick update. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers. We're currently at 537, I think, the last time I saw. So thank you. And I appreciate it coming for the Wolfe goodness. And I'll be back in a bit after working on the go-kart. Hey, we're back in the shop. Excuse me. It is Wednesday, 4/20. Let's see here. I just got done with work. I worked a little bit late, so I'm just getting to the shop now. So I'm only going to stick around for about an hour. But I got everything out for the boys because they've been working. As you can see, my dad did not have a body on his cart yesterday at this time. He got the body on his cart. He got the gear I want him to run. Got his engine button down. He says it's ready to start and fire up and rock and roll. All he's got left is to mount his new tires. I size them and scale them. So he's pretty good there. Corey and Autumn came back again. Looks like they did some more work on her cart. Got the gear on it that I want. Got her tires mounted. Dad had already pre-prepped them and got them ready. I just have to double check the sizing. Looks like they got her pedals on with her foot extension. Oh, they still got to bolt that down, it looks like. But I heard that they mounted her nose because they're actually going to paint her body because her nose is sitting over yonder, right there. So we ended up getting her a brand new body. So I'm in the shop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish mounting my left bars, my left side bar. And then I think I might take the time quickly and set her front end up, neutralize her spindles. Again, I only got an hour, so I won't be talking much here. So I think I'm going to do that, get those stuff nailed down. I wanted to put some lock nuts on her wheel here, so I think I'll do that real quick. That won't take long to do. And then I'm pretty close, ready to put the body on. As you go home, you start thinking of other stuff and this and that, and I'm hoping the weather holds out so I can at least get her to try the kart this weekend, so I can test it. So with that said, we're going to keep this sweet and quick. We're back in the shop. We're going to do some work. The boys are going to come back later. I don't know if they'll do some vlogging or not. Otherwise, if I don't finish what I want, I'll be back tomorrow to finish up before we start new shop night, Friday night, of getting karts ready. So we'll put you down. Why don't you grab some AMW and well, I'm not in the shop. My wife reminded me last night that we had doctor appointments for the boys at 2 o'clock, and technically I was supposed to meet her at the doctor's office with the kids. But the twins have had fevers, so she stayed home with them and didn't take them to school today. So I just got home from work. So unfortunately, no shop time. To everything I talked about I wanted to finish, I'll have to do it tomorrow. So, and tomorrow, Dad and I are actually heading up north to Rice Lake to drop off his body, like I think I talked about earlier in the video. And then I'm also picking up the rims I had done for my daughter. And then we purchased another 206. So we're picking that up. So this is the end of the video. I'm currently in my man cave. Batman, as you see. I'm a Batman fan. Read comics. I got lots of comics down here. I'm unfortunately like 3 years behind. And unfortunately had to stop my pull list, is what they call it, because just don't got time to read them like I used to. So, but I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry I'm not back in the shop, but I will be back in the shop tomorrow with the boys and ladies. And we'll continue this from there. So, hope you liked that video. Share, subscribe, comment, and ring that bell so you get that Wolf goodness. And we will see you guys in the shop tomorrow night.